here I am in Boise. So fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this. Cute little town. I'm just headed into the downtown where I'll be staying. And welcome back to Idaho. Let's see what happens. I took a walk last night, just walking down the sidewalks. Beautiful kind of spring evening. The trees are kind of coming into bloom. The elm trees, these old beautiful elms, really reminds me of my hometown. Just enjoyed the walk last night, and the weather, just beautiful. And I'm going to go see our first interviewee, Anthony Mendoza. He's an auctioneer. He's a ski instructor for adaptive skis, people that have some kind of a disability and learning to ski. He's a cook. He's got an interesting story, and we're going to go listen to his story and hear what he's got to say around the questions in the jar, and frankly, see where the jar takes us. I'm super excited. New city, first guest, first day. Let's go. I'm excited.
Oof. Childhood was like I say, diverse. It was challenging. Lived with my mom until I was 13 years old, 12 or 13 years old. Somewhere when I was about 9 or 10 years old, I was molested by my grandfather, by my mom's stepfather, and that was about 10 years of my life. Anyway, so this one was the second one that was there. Sorry.
That's okay. How would you advise someone to let go of their past?
Man, we were having some good conversation before this, and we were talking about some of the people that. I had a letter I needed to write for the last 35 years to my uncles about my grandfather's molesting me. And it was a really deep, very specific letter about 10 years of my life. And then I reached out to the VA. I mean, it was writing that letter just brought up tons and tons of ugly black tar shit of emotions. How would I let go of the past? Truly have faith in, how would I suggest is truly have faith in those things that you believe. Mm-hmm. And believe in something powerful and positive. Because then, I mean, we have a choice. Every moment, every day, we have a choice. We can't control what the weather's going to do. I can't control what you're going to do. You can't control what I'm going to do. But the one thing that we do have control of is our thoughts. And how powerful that is when you truly realize that whatever the chemistry, things going on in my life, I can change my day with a simple thought and belief, knowing that if I tell myself, hey, breathe, it's going to be okay. If I can create a place in my mind where I truly believe that, holy crap.
Yeah.
The day just got better.
Wow. I mean, the first off is this is just such a great personality and such a great energy of a person. And, that he totally connected with the jar. The jar connected with him. The questions were, I couldn't have written the questions if I was preparing for the interview better. Kris Rudolph is a mother. She's a grandmother. She's a photographer, among many other things. And we found each other on Facebook. We found each other on Facebook, which has been a great place for us to meet people, to meet potential guests and have conversations. Do you know someone who always finds the good in a bad situation?
Ooh, pick me,
Okay,
pick me.
pick me. Okay. I guess that might be you.
I mean, this last marriage, I told the dude when I married him, this is my third time. I will not do it again. I will not divorce. You're stuck with me and my 5 kids and yada, yada, yada. And I'm over here smiling and I'm in such a better place. And I had to get a job, but it's at Happy Teriyaki and I get to freaking be happy all day long. I mean, yeah, life beats the crap out of us all. I don't know if I was blessed to be able to kind of get through it. I've been sunk lower than low and hung there for too long, but truly, at least as the world sees me, I can get back up and find something good about it.
The one thing that this, as short as the journey's been for me, that I'm just amazed at how challenged some people's lives have been, and in some shit storms that people have gone through, and yet they're on the right road. They've made that turn, and they're going on the right road. I'm just, humanity is amazing.
It really, really is.
I mean,
The abilities we have to just adjust and cope if we allow ourselves to.
Yeah, I think the coping part, and then rebuilding from that, past coping into the next part. Let's keep going. It's
Okay.
Great questions,
Right.
great answers.
Did you write all these questions?
I did.
You did. Good job.
Thank you. It took some time.
All right.
And I missed Fran's appointment this afternoon because I was overran with my previous guests. And that's how things happen sometimes on the road. We got to be a little bit dynamic, and it's not always easy getting to where I got to be on time. I'm deeply listening in the stories, and I'm in the conversation. I'm in the moment, and the time just melts away. And so I'm grateful that Fran's agreed to meet me at 5 o'clock, or it's now it's actually going to be 4:30, which is great, a little bit earlier. And she called me just now and said, "Come on over. We're having gin and tonics. We're waiting on you." Boy, I love that idea. What did you do for work before? Before you became 70, what were you doing?
Before I became 70. I owned a restaurant. I owned a small restaurant. It's in a small community, so it had to be an art gallery, and we gave art classes, and we had antiques, and we had vintage jewelry, and we had, it was in the first espresso bar in this little town, and first place you could get Caesar salads. So I had that for 18 years, and then when it ended, it was great. It was like, okay, I'm done. What's that one?
Okay, you did straight. Do our actions create positive and negative energies?
Oh, God, yeah. In a heartbeat. I mean, our actions personally, our actions societally, our actions culturally, you could just keep going right up the line. Yeah, that's why I think I like plants and growing things and making our environment nice, because it kind of creates a positive feel for the environment.
I've always liked plants in the house.
Yeah, me too. Completely into it.
Yeah, there is something about it.
Between plants and art and music and all these things that are just so positive and so creative, and they make your life just perfect.
Yeah, balance maybe.
Balanced. There you go. Yeah, I can't imagine life without it. I just can't. I had a meeting this morning, but the young lady's kids were sick. One of the little munchkins got something going on, so couldn't have a chance to meet that Amy. But luckily, we've got some great responses on Facebook and Instagram from the communications we're doing, and very quickly we got some new guests. So I'm headed over to see another Amy in a little town just outside of Boise, and I'll update you in a little bit.
I've been a writer and an editor. I've been an electrical contractor, a building contractor. I've studied tax prep, but I can also teach you how to paint a landscape. Got it.
Just having fun. Okay, goodness. If you were to pass away today,
What is with these cards?
what would be the harvest you would leave behind? I mean, we kind of talked, you kind of covered this with the journals and stuff. Do you want to add more? I mean, I think this is an interesting question. Maybe there's more
I
there.
do too.
Maybe there's more there and the jar knows it.
I was thinking about this morning before I even knew I was going to do this interview with you. I think the biggest lesson that I've had to learn for myself in my life is to be who I am. I have had plenty of people very uncomfortable with the fact that I'm not someone that works 9 to 5. I have a different sort of career. That I am not a planner, that 10 years from now, don't know, gonna go with it. That makes a lot of people very uncomfortable.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
Beautiful.
All right. This is, I was telling you too, I thought that these questions would be clarifying for me.
Yeah.
And these are things I don't know that I've verbalized to this point in my life.
Yeah, this is the part of writing the book for me was pondering things so deeply that I had never considered. And so it's fun for me to watch people have that same experience with the jar.
Yeah, are you seeing like the light come into my eyes as I'm getting
Yeah,
these ideas? Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and having
Bring
to,
beauty.
and like you said, things you haven't really articulated. You've thought about it maybe in different parts, but never as a whole.
Uh-huh.
And this is I think it's an interesting process for people.
Definitely.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday, end of the month of April. First month of the jar is almost behind me and behind us on this journey. Saturday morning, up bright and early, on my way to an interview, sit down with a guest in her office. Duffy is her name. And I think the beautiful thing about what's happened with the jar is it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. I mean, the inside is where we're finding just the grace and the beauty of people, humanity. I'm just enjoying this journey. I don't know what day it is sometimes. I don't care. It's not work. I'm having the best fun of my life. I got the best job on the planet. Glad you're along for the ride. And I'm here now to go see Duffy and see where the jar takes her. How do you personally keep hope alive?
Well, I pray. That's important for me. I just remind myself it's a new day. One of the things I do that really is very functional in my life is before my feet hit the floor, I come up with a minimum of 5 things I'm thankful for. And sometimes I go as high as 10. It's a sweet way to start my day. And that's maybe how I do it. I don't know.
Gratitude is powerful.
I think it is too. I think it's critical. Yeah.
I find myself doing a bit more of that now.
As we get older, we get wiser.
Yeah. And I think this journey I'm on is also a good opportunity to kind of just take some gratitude in what's being offered to me.
I would think. Yeah. You don't have to look very far to be really thankful. When I was really young, my mother, who was brilliant, said, you would be surprised that you would not change places with anyone if you really took a look. And I remember, because we grew up
that's so
relatively
powerful.
poor, I know. And so
Wow.
it was easy to see all the people with everything, and we had little. And then she went back to school, and she actually got her anesthesia degree. But she was very wise. And that when she said that, at the time I thought, oh, right. But
Yeah,
boy,
sure.
it's true. Yeah.
Boy, it's true.
Yeah. She was brilliant. My mother was brilliant.
Is being at peace with yourself related to being at peace with others?
In so much as that, I don't personally believe you can be at peace with others if you're not at peace with yourself. I think it has to start from within. That's part of that, getting your face in front of the mirror and saying, okay, it's time to get real. You know what? Today you were a bitch. You reacted poorly. You were whatever. Or, you know what? You really were good to that person, and that's really important to show that kindness. And the truth is, that I'm all of those things. Some days I'm cranky, and some days I feel sorry for people who work for me, and some days I feel like they're really lucky to work for me.
I love that.
It's true.
Yeah.
It is. I think we all have pieces of everything, and I think the only way to make ourselves better is to keep taking that look in the mirror.
I like the reflection part, right? Just try to keep getting better. Wow, we're out here having real conversations with real people, and life is not easy, and you're not alone. Anything happen in your life, there's somebody that's experiencing something just as tough, and I hope you have the courage to share it with somebody that cares about you. I hope you have a chance to listen to the jar and take some comfort in the stories that people have and the courage that they've shown in hard times. It's an amazing journey. I'm glad you're along with me. I need all the support I can get to keep going. Thanks for joining.
And they get to, we're all seeing this journey through your eyes and your footage and your experiences. So
Yeah.
at the helm 24/7.
Kris. Yeah, I'm not sure what I got myself into.
And we're just in the support boat.
Exactly.
We're alone on the ship.
Shouting stuff on the bullhorn over at it. Paddle harder. Anyway, I'm gonna bail. I got to get back to editing so I can feed Tony. Otherwise the beast will start shaking the fucking cage.
He does get like, give me the footage.
Take care of yourself. Get rid of that cough and that cold.
Yeah, it's just stuck in my throat. I don't know what it is. Just stuck in there.
I'm gonna mother you. Like, come home after you're done with the thing and take care of yourself and offload some footage.
Yeah.
There's a really
Take some hot
big
tea. Sit down and fucking give me something.
Yeah.
All righty. I love you guys.
All right.
All right, take care.
Stream the Jar podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts, or better yet, join myself and the Jar for a conversation in your city.